morning. Hello, pretty people. Hashtag to all the pretty people. Yes, I am present. Hello, Facebook family. If you are on my business page, show me some stars. If you're on the business page, if you're on my main profile page, hello, gorgeous. I get to see your beautiful faces. I appreciate that. So if you want some motivation, inspiration, and business tips, this is the page for you. I am live in several places. Hey, Instagram in the building. Yes, please let me know on Facebook, where do you live? Where do you reside? Say hi, Jerusha. Put in the chat, hey, Jerusha. I actually speak back. If you are a newbie to me, put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie, put newbie. And so I can say, hi, newbie. If you watch the replay, put replay. But if you tag and share, tag 2 people, share the broadcast. Tag 2 people, share the broadcast. That's what you can do for me, because I don't want to be the best kept secrets, and we win. So I'm going to share some great business tools, tips, apps, how to build a business, how to start a business, all the things. And so that way it's available for anybody willing to put in the sweat equity. Sean is in the building, Ohio. She's a newbie to me. What? I got a newbie in the building. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I got another newbie. Yes. On TikTok. Yes. Hello, newbie in the building. Yes, it's Jerusha. Yes, nice to meet you. Your beautiful faces today. What are you doing on this weekend? All right. I am working. I am building. yes, marketing. Yes, I'm doing all the things to grow my organization. So if you don't know, let me introduce myself. I'm Jerusha, motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in a direct sales business. And I teach people how to build their businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threat, if you want to be a double threat. But more importantly, what I am doing in this season of my journey, I am currently developing 100 new, okay, I keep saying new, 100 new online leaders to do what I do, okay? New families, new women, new, yes. So if you want to be a part of the 100s or learn about the 100s, put 100 in the chat. I need some motivation and inspiration. Okay. All right, Cheryl, let's get it. All right. So if you want to learn more about the 100s, put 100 in the chat. But the link is in the bio. I have one link tree. My link tree is in the bio. That's my profile. And if you click it, you can learn more about the 100s. And so I'm super excited. Yes, because this is important. There are people that are struggling, and I go live and I share actionable business tips. I help you start a business, build a business, all the things that I've learned. I try to make sure that I share what I know for sure. There are people that are struggling and they don't know that this is available for them. So that's why we want to tag and share, because you don't know who's going to hear it and who's ready. And so 100, it seems like a lot for one person, but it's not a lot considering there are millions of people that are suffering. There are millions of people that are living paycheck to paycheck. There are millions of people who want to start a business, but don't know how to start the business and don't have the skills to start a business. And so when I am live, I'm always saying to you guys, listen, I'm currently developing 100 new online leaders to do what I do in my direct sales business. I say it because I want to show you that it's possible, whether it's extra money or if you want to earn an executive level income. It's all possible. But if you don't know what you don't know, you stay in your current state. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. If you don't know what you don't know, you stay in your current state. And so we want to make sure that we change that. Yes or yes. Is this good for you? Okay, perfect. So I just want to share with you really quickly. If you missed my broadcast on yesterday, go back and watch the replay. I was in the car with some good stuff. It was some good stuff. So go back. It's on the Instagram. You can't see it, or TikTok. You got to come over here to Facebook to watch the replay, and so that you can see all that goodness on yesterday. But I'm going to share with you today 5 closing questions. And this is to piggyback on our training on yesterday. So that's why I'm saying go back to the training on yesterday if you missed it, because a lot of you say, oh, I have a jewelry business. I don't care what type of company. I'm not into company names. I'm into people. Okay. Because people buy from people. So once they love you, they will buy from you. They will support you. And so you want to make sure you're marketing and branding yourself. That's the first thing. So you want to make sure when you're building these relationships that you know how to close the deal. So if you tell me you have a candle business, you tell me you have a jewelry business, you tell me you sell Tupperware, I don't care what it is, but you're not closing the deal. It's probably because you're not asking the right closing questions. And so I want to tell you some closing questions that can help you. And do me a favor, this helps me out so much. Put it in the chat. And then that way, when someone watches the replay, they can see it. It helps me out a lot. If you comment, please comment and let me know if this is helpful. And I make sure I read my comments. I comment back to you. I want you to know that I appreciate you. So, because I don't want my work to go in vain, right? So it takes courage to ask and share your product. It takes courage to ask and share your services. But I'm going to tell you, you're already courageous because you do have a business. You've already done what most people haven't even done yet. So you want to pat yourself on the back. That's the first thing I want to say. Now, I don't know if you have lashes, if that's what you sell, until you tell me. I don't know that you sell hair until you tell me. I don't know that you sell cocoa butter or shea butter, cream, whatever, until you tell me. How do I know you have a business if you're not sharing your business? Now, that doesn't mean online you should be posting your shea butter every day. That's not what I'm talking about. You got to build relationships and tell me you have shea butter. I may need it. Tell me that you have hair products, shampoos, or whatever. I may need it. Or I may know someone who may need it. But if you are keeping your business sheltered to only your family and friends, that means you don't intend to build a big business. There's no business that's built on family and friends. Now, I do not, if you heard me yesterday, I love strangers. I meet strangers all the time. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the roses and the hearts on TikTok. Tap that screen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm a master of strangers. All of you were strangers. Now we're best friends. Okay. So I love meeting the peoples. So I did not build my business on family and friends. When I tell people I worked in radio and television, they immediately assume, oh, people already knew you. No, I didn't ask any of those people. I met people face to face, and now I meet beautiful people like you online. So there are people all around us. There's an unlimited amount of money. There's an unlimited amount of people that need your services. So most importantly, when you are talking to someone, sharing with someone, tell me about this shea butter. Talking benefits. Tell me how the shea butter is going to help me. Tell me what it's going to do for me. Don't just tell me you have shea butter. That means you're assuming that I know what it does. So when you are talking about and sharing your product, your services, you want to talk in benefits, how it's going to help somebody else. Then you're able to ask for the sale. So these are the closing questions. Because if I don't know what it does and you just say, I have keto, I'm like, okay, that's what she has. If you tell me it's this water, and I talk about this magic water all the time. New Zealand actually has the greatest water in the world. So it's this company that sells water. I don't know where it comes from, but it's this other company that sells water. And their water cooler thing is like $5,000 or $10,000 for you to have the most purest water in the world. Now, you got to tell me the benefits of the water. Not that it's water, because I'm thinking I could just go get tap water. I could just go to Publix and get some water. But if you tell me this water is going to, clear up any imperfections on my skin. If you tell me this water is known to whatever it does, you're telling me the benefits. So if I'm the person that wants, flawless looking skin, which I use a facial milk, the link is in the bio. I call it the milk in the box. Just like that, the facial milk, same thing. If it's going to do something, it's going to take away dark spots, red spots, uneven skin, minimizes pores. It's a collagen booster. Yes, you're going to look much younger, 5 to 10 years younger. Those are benefits. So when you start sharing, talking benefits, don't just say, hey, I sell shea butter. Hey, I sell water. Hey, I sell jewelry. Hey, I sell, I don't know, whatever it is. Okay. Now, you have to always be asking every single day. The reason people don't ask for people, because one of the main reasons, you guys still love me, right? Yes, is they have low self-esteem, or it's their ego. The reason why most people don't ask more people or share with more people because of their own self-esteem or their ego. Write that down. A pretty person is putting this in the chat. Okay. Remember, your ego is not your amigo. So your amigo is not your friend. Your ego is not your amigo. And I heard that ego means edging God out. when you have this big ego, you could be confident. I'm confident, right? But if you have this big ego, they say you're edging God out. Write that down, okay? So we sometimes edge God out of our lives, right? And so if you're doing what you're called to do, you should want to share it. You are so much more than what you have. You are so much more than what you do or what people think of you. I don't even care. Everyone is always assuming that when you show up, you don't have any haters. Please, the more you show up, the more haters come. the more you're trying to love on people and give value, the more hate comes to you. It doesn't make sense, right? And so I do it anyway. So understand, you're not doing it for those people. Your mission, your job, your product, your opportunity is to serve. So let me give you 5 closing questions. So when you are sharing, you're also asking, once you share the benefits, you're asking for the sale. Will this help you? Yes or yes? Put it in chat. Yes, this is going to help you. All right. So go back to yesterday's broadcast because that's going to help you as well. So one thing that you can say, they've already reviewed your product because you've already sent them a product video. You've already explained the benefits of the product, whatever it is. Your question, a closing question is, what can I answer to get you on the product today? If I tell you I have a facial milk, right? And I tell you the benefits of the facial milk is flawless looking skin, dark spots, all the things gone, flawless. Now my question is to ask for the sale. Not just I showed it to her, but she didn't go to my website. Why would she? Yeah, she probably didn't. I sent her the website, but she didn't just go to it and automatically just order all of it. And okay, stop assuming that people they have time for you. First of all, let's just stop assuming they're going to make time to do it. Most people are on the go, right? So you got to make sure that whatever you're presenting, you catch their attention, and then you go ahead and ask for the sale. You're creating a sense of urgency. So question number 1, write that down. What can I answer to get you on the product today? So if you talk to me about the facial milk and I show you the benefits, what can I answer to get you on the product today? I am asking for the money. I am asking, let's move forward so you can have this flawless looking skin, or you can get the shea butter that's going to make your skin creamy, or you're going to get whatever it is, or you're going to start losing weight, whatever. Now, all of our dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. Now, Walt Disney said that. Did you guys see all this thing with Sesame Street and all this? Okay. So Walt Disney, I don't know if you know his story, but a little bit of his story was, one thing, I love stories, and it gets me motivated and it gets me inspired to know that everybody that's super successful, they all have struggles. It's not easy going to the top. Okay. So did you know Walt Disney was rejected 300 times? Write it down. 300 times for the Mickey Mouse and the theme park. 300 times. No, 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 no. 300 times. You get rejected 5 and you just threw in the towel. It's over. 300 times. No to Disney. No to Mickey Mouse. No, no, no. 300 times. And so now, finally, he got the finances after over 300 times. Somebody gave him financing for the dream park that he created, which is Walt Disney, right? Walt the Disney World. And guess what? He worked on this plan almost his entire life. But get this, he died. Okay, he opened the park. No, he had the plan. He died before the park was opened. So I want to say he died in 1966. The park was open in 1971. So he died 5 years before the park actually was open. Okay. But now I know you don't want to die before your business is open or before you become a billionaire. That's not what I'm suggesting. I think he died from lung cancer or something like that. My point is his legacy lives on today. So I'm going to ask you, was the 300 no's worth it? We know him. He left his legacy, his imprint, based on him having the ability to do what he loved and to understand there is rejection. He was rejected 300 times, he's worth, or his family now, $130 billion. Was it worth it? But you get rejected 10 times from family members and you quit. What? Where they do that at? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You got to understand, when you see people that are billionaires, they've been rejected more times than you. When you see people that are 6-figure earners, 7-figure earners, they've been rejected more times than you. Already today, I've been rejected about 10 times. Already today. So you got to have some tough skin, my dear. So his business is worth over $130 billion, and it took 300 no's. Was it worth it? Yes or yes? Put in the chat. Jerusha. Okay. So once your prospect or whatever, she saw your video, she saw your product, an opportunity, whatever, you can, if it was an opportunity, you need to say, what can I answer to get you started today? Okay. So that way she can tell you, how she needs to get started. Does that make sense? Okay. She says yes. Okay. Now, number 3, did I say number 2? Yeah. Did I give you number 1? What can I answer to get you on the product today? If that's a product. If it's an opportunity, what can I answer to get you started today? Okay. If it's an opportunity. And so number 3, did I answer all your questions to move forward right now? Right now. Did I? Because you've answered the questions. Did I answer all your questions to move forward right now? Okay. To start that weight loss journey right now. To start earning extra money right now. Did I answer all your questions to move forward, to start blah, blah, blah right now? Creating a sense of urgency. Let's go. Don't wait till the next day. I'm going to give her a moment. Let's go. Making decisions. If you have solved her problem, you've answered all of the questions, you need to ask for the sale. Closing the deal. You got to close the deal. Not wait for the person to say, here's my credit card. No one's going to do that. You have to ask for the card. Okay. The only thing people usually stops them is they don't have the money. Now, I don't kind of believe this a little bit. If you're in poverty, I'm not talking about you. Okay. So how this cannot be true sometimes, people do have money. They might not have money for that. So when people say, and some people don't have money, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about when somebody asks you, hey, you want to purchase this? And you're like, I don't really have the money. Do you not really have the money, or you don't have the money for this? So those are two different things. So when you are closing and you are asking for the sale, because you're always closing, you want to ask the person in detail, right? You're going to ask the person, can we get started right now? Is there any reason why we can't get started right now? What's stopping us from starting that weight loss journey right now? And then she says, oh, I don't have the money. So you can also ask, do you not have the money anywhere? Ask, are you saying you don't have the money anywhere to start that weight loss journey? You're saying you don't have the money anywhere to get started, so you'll never have to say you don't have the money. So the goal is for you never have to say you don't have the money. So I'm going to teach you how to have the money. Does this make sense? Okay. Now, the fourth question is, do you want to put that on a debit card or credit card? Or you can say, what card did you want to put that on? You're asking for the sale. Now, this is if, depending on whatever product it is, if the person says, oh, you've answered all of my questions, right? You say, did you want to put that on a MasterCard, Visa? Discover which cards be best for you. Ask. Oh, yes, you've answered all of my questions about the facial milk. Okay, great. All right. Did you want to put that on a credit card, or did you want to cash out me? That's asking for the sale. Not I showed her. Okay, you showed her and what happened? Nothing. That's why you got to ask. You think Walt Disney wasn't asking? He was asking for finances for Disney World. That means he had to say, I need to come in here. I need to ask for X amount of money to start this Mickey Mouse. They had to say no 300 times. If you're not asking, most of you are not asking for the sale. I can tell you that you're not asking. Based on, I've trained thousands of people and I listen and I'm like, well, did you ask for the money? They're like, no, I sent her my website. I'm like, did you ask for the money? I'm going to give you a good example. I have friends that have Girl Scout cookies. And so my son is in Boy Scouts, so I don't have a girl. And so I tell them all the time, you want me to buy Girl Scout cookies, you need to ask. Sending me a text, oh, my daughter sells Girl Scout cookies. That's not asking me for the sale. That's just telling me great information. Thank you. You just wanted to tell me that she sells Girl Scout cookies. Okay, awesome. And I have Girl Scout money. So I would want you to say, either you're asking, hey, did you want 5 boxes, or what type of cookies would you like? My daughter is selling cookies. We have this goal. You need to ask for the money. I don't know about this thing of just sending websites and hoping and praying that people just go there and start purchasing. That doesn't work. Okay, stop doing that. So now, another thing, is this helpful? Okay, good. Now, when you are doing this and you say, did you want to put it on a debit card or a credit card? Assume people will find the money. That's my point. When I said sometimes they do have money, it's just how they allocated their money. So assume that people will find the money for what they want to do. Scared money doesn't make money. Money allows us to have choices. We do exactly what we want to do with our money. If that means selling clothes on eBay, doing a yard sale, driving for Uber, we do what we need to do to make the money that we want to do what we want to do with. Yes. My dad would say, you're going to be pitiful or powerful, but you're not going to be both. So you decide how you're going to make the money. Imagine them handing you the credit card. They're like, oh, yeah, okay. You asked for it. And they're like, okay, yes. How much is it? Boom, here's my credit card. Now you're making sales. Now you're closing deals. But to have a lot of people just look at your product, your service, your opportunity, and they're not purchasing, you're not converting, it's because you didn't ask. Yes or yes? Yes, 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 yes. Number 5, based on what I've shared with you today, whether it's losing weight or essential oil or credit, whatever, sounds like we can get started. Am I correct? This is another question. Based on what I've shared with you today about losing weight, based on what I've shared with you today about increasing your credit score, sounds like we can get started today. Am I correct on that? I love to say, am I correct? And they'll be like, oh yeah, that's correct. Or they'll say, no, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. You know how to overcome objections. Yes. If you don't, we can teach on that. Another closing question. You will put this in the chat for me. Thank you. Another closing questions. Yes. I don't know. I think that was number 5. If the person says, I need to think about it, let me see, or you hear the hesitation, you can hear hesitation, right? So if anything like that happens, another thing that you can say is, what would help you decide today? What would help you decide today? You need it today. Don't let her think a week. She's thinking so much, she think herself out of it. What would help you decide today? Write that down. And then she's going to tell you, well, this will help me decide today. I need to know blah, 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 whatever it is. Okay. Another good closing question that you can ask. Do you think we can go ahead and get you started as soon as possible so we can go ahead and work together? Now, this is pertaining to if you have a business opportunity, not so much a product. Do you think we can go ahead and start working with you today so you never have to say you don't have money? Do you think we can go ahead and start working with you today so I can give you a plan of action so we're never, ever in a situation where we don't have the money? Do you think we can go ahead and get started today, whatever it is? You got me? Yes. Okay. Another good question. Obviously, you're not saying all of these to one person. I know I don't have to say that. And so I'm just giving you 7 or 8 different closing questions. So she said, do I say all of this? No, you don't say it all to one person. These are different things based on your services, based on your product or whatever you're offering. I said this on yesterday in the broadcast. I read that most people make big decisions in 24 to 48 hours, whether they're buying a house, a car, life insurance, blah, 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 blah. 24 to 48 hours. I love this line. I said, well, let me ask you this. They want to think about it. Okay. I want to pray about it. Okay. All the things that people say. Are you a 24-hour woman or 48-hour woman? Because most people make big decisions or decisions pertaining to a house, a car, whatever, in 24 to 48 hours. You really actually know. And then if they say I'm a 24-hour woman, then I call them in 24 hours. If they say I'm a 48-hour woman, I call them in 48 hours. Is this helping you or is this helping you? We know indecision is also a decision. Write that down. We all know indecision is a decision. Your choices and decisions are a reflection of how well you've set and followed your priorities. And so we know you have the money for what's important to you. If it's a priority to lose weight, you do have the money when you decide and you act on it. If it's a priority to earn extra money and start a side business, right? You do have the money to get started when you decide and act on it. If it's a priority to learn a new skill, to show up online, to build a brand, to build an online presence, right? And it takes money to take courses or whatever, you do have the money, right? When it's a priority and you decide and you act on it. No one is too busy. No one is too busy. It's just a matter of priorities. It's just not a priority yet. Because if it is a priority, you find the money. Just like eating, just like food. It's a priority, right? So you find the money to eat. Whatever is a priority, you will make a way. Is this helpful? Is this helpful? This is what I know. If you are not willing to learn, right, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. Listen, it's not by accident that you're listening to the sound of my voice. Most of you and most people that I've worked with is they don't ask for the sale. Okay. You have to learn a skill. This is a skill. Everything can be learned. This is a skill-based business. Being an entrepreneur is a skill. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So you can learn what to say. I gave you 7, 8 different ways to close the deal. Now you decide which one works best for you. Obviously, somebody put it in the chat for me. Whichever one works, do that. But you need to have a list of closing questions. So when you are closing someone, you're like, okay, let me look at my closing list, what I'm supposed to say, until it becomes easy for you. Do you not think I write down everything, so that when I first started, I never sold anything. When I first started, I wasn't familiar with network marketing and direct sales. I wasn't familiar with the language. I wasn't familiar. So I needed to learn closing questions. I needed to learn how to overcome objections. I needed to learn personality types. All of those are skills. So if this was helpful, yes, hashtag helpful. If you needed those closing questions, yes, yes. Okay, she said, yes, good for me. If you needed those closing questions, start today, okay? Because I close people all the time. Matter of fact, earlier today, I closed a young lady to get started in my organization to be a part of the 100. And so I'm always closing. Leaders are always closing. You're always closing. Write that down. As a leader, you're always closing. There's always something. The reason why people don't really make decisions, they're not sure of something. And if you can find out what that is, you can close the deal. Okay? Anything is possible with God. So when you walk in your destiny, the money will come. There's an unlimited amount of money available. And I'm talking to myself, Jerusha, there's an unlimited amount of money available for me, my children, my charity, my church, my nonprofit, whatever. Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and think about what could go right when you ask, when you share, when you close the deal. Because I want to see you win. Is this helpful? Oh, good. She said, yes, that's helpful. I want to see you do the doggone thing. Girl, it's not too late. Make sure if you got value, if you learned something, tag 2 people and share the broadcast. Tag 2 people and share the broadcast. If you learned something today, if you're like, my girlfriend needs this, my business bestie needs this, whatever it is, please make sure that you share. Because when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. Have a great day. Thank you, Sean. Absolutely. Yes, I appreciate Facebook user. I can't see your name. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Andrea in the building. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna get back with you, Miss Owens. Yes, I had to do this. Yes. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Thank you so much. Have a blessed Friday. Bam, 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 bam.